Check it out.
When cruelty in the name of discipline dominates a race, that race has been taught to hate, and that race is doomed. The real lesson is to learn to love. He who would walk scatheless through his day must learn this.
Welcome to Groovitate, episode 4. We've got FREDDIE JOACHIM, Patterns Volume 2. Check it out on the link below. Check out that citrine statue of Christ I got there. Looks like baked amethyst though, we'll see. So the whole point of me doing this Groovitate is, to be honest, get back into proper exercise. And if you hear that sort of rim shot, constant rim shot, tuck, 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 I think that's what I was feeling there with my shoulders and elbows. So I'm really trying to listen to the sounds here. It's almost like a go-to reaction to this kind of hi-hat, trying to do the same pattern backwards. It's a concept that I should really explore. Then on to the next. Really trying to get the hips involved this morning. Kind of doing the rock there before this Merkaba chop to the front. Those little wow wow. It's got me doing this little micro jig. Quite stiff when I do that move. Maybe there's a way I can loosen that up. Of course, now we're going to the back of the fourth with the basic two-step variation here. If you notice this, wow, wow, I've transferred that onto that right leg that's appearing on your left there. Wow, 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 and that gives me my sort of upper groove onto the next beat. So I'm following that bass. And I'm hearing the guitar too, so maybe it's a combination of all those things that's making me tick my fingers, and then the vocal being the exit for my waves. Now there's a thing about like my shape, I'm constantly vertical, and so doing that little diamond frog bop thing sort of just helps change the visual for me. So as you watch my videos, you'll probably notice a lot of this heel toe club dance bring in. It's definitely one of my go-to steps. And I've deliberately changed my profile sideways so that you can, the intent is that I'm engaging in that vibe. Here I am with some step out boogaloo, side to sides. Don't mind my dog barking there. You'll see the little bitch walking through that door behind me very soon. So here I go into my cross waves, my snaking. Yeah, they're kind of like bird-like wings. Here we go, now they're going to the snaking. Forwards and back. Should call that the Kundalini rising, hey? Or the Ophiuchus twist. So maybe that sliding guitar right there is what was making me swing and gyrate left to right. These angles and these elbows come from my martial arts background, even though I've only done 9 months. And this whole haggis of feeling, or throwing of feeling, is sort of something that I got from dabbling in rocking and a bit of crumb. Now I've transferred that hi-hat sound into my knees. If I'm correct, I'm trying to follow that double kick pattern at the end of the bar or beginning of the bar. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, not yet. Let's see if it goes here. Dum, dum, dum. There we go. And that helps me signal a change in position, whilst maintaining or sitting in that hi-hat. Now we've got those guitar licks. You hear me, you feel me pull back on those certain bits. Because I'm not battling or I'm not performing, I'm just trying to sit in that groove and explore that area. And intrinsically, I'm building up my own hype level, wanting to get a little bit more involved in the beat. A bit of push and pull there. We are assuming the breakdown, perhaps a rock steady posturing. Put in a bit of that sort of New Jack Swing flavored hip hop instep right there. Huh. Huh, huh. I can't remember her name, but she danced with Flocky and Ray in this one judge's showcase. She was a funky chick, and for me that was hip hop, what I saw her do. So most of these beats have definitely got that hip hop vibe. Here I am doing the sort of I don't know what the name of that step is, but watch me catch the wop wop there by raising my leg. Now imagine my hips were bent forward right down so that my upper body was horizontal, and be almost more like a witch away as I lift that leg up. Much more dynamic look. See there, what I just did is I tapped the knee out and then opened up. Perhaps it's a point of reference from that point on to just see how I can continue dancing in that little lunge out instead of resetting. Yeah, be wary of your resets and your default positions. I mean, I'm not really trying to train here, I'm just trying to groove out. And here we're going into the Charlie walk, the Charleston, yeah. Got this little shimmy out there, just to keep it on the spot, which I learned from my rocking, right there. And I must be feeling like I want to break at this stage. And hence the change in the steps. Trying to do some reverse power there. Yo, I'm really digging these sort of big leg movements there. This sort of like this whip, like a kangaroo. Here's sort of half a scoot bot, a bit of old man beginning. Should really mess with that kind of leg work and see how much vocabulary I can come up with there. Here I am going to my sort of like tired and drunken swagger. Swagger. With a wavy dab right there. Using the sort of filler shoulder arm movements, and now going into some really basic ticking and snaking technique. Exploring those angles. Probably a few pops in there. Mellowing out. Trying to sit in that cut. See in my face, I'm feeling that beat at this stage. And somehow I knew it was going to change there. So I took a chance to stay still. Oh yes, check that beat, yeah. Oh, cha, oh. Always hard to sort of figure out a pattern on the spot. So I just try and flow into a different feel where I can. So I think I'm really vibing off that vocal and those upper mids to high sort of violinish synth sounds. I think street dance today's got this sometimes good, sometimes bad habit of having to hit every drum sound. And it's good if you've got time to learn the song. See, somehow there I just felt that pause. Sort of, I don't know how to explain why I know that. And here I am tripping out on some Merkaba shapes. And now I'm kind of on this sort of like, hey, ho, hey, ah. A little bit of a spinny doodle dee dee thingy there. It's got me getting that jig on, doing a heel instep there. So really trying to let that music inform me as to what kind of groove I should rock to. Here I am bringing in some of that Austronesian flavor there. In my head I reckon I was thinking that it was like I was sort of tilling the soil or letting this energy pass through in front of me. And here I am juggling and doing all sorts of basketball-y things to it or whatever, trying to hit that rhythm constantly, trying to create some patterns of my own visually. Look at that one. Doubling over here, I feel like I can hear the music changing, so I'm just getting myself ready for it. And somehow I'm in a nay-nay swagger here. Maybe because of that eerie synth sound. It's kind of long and I want to groove on that, I want to ride that. Here I'm doing some scoping out with my arms. Last minute deciding to scope with both hands. Here we go, spread out on some Merkaba lines. Arms out. And the earth Merkaba there. Get underneath so I didn't come back to that stiff jig. Clack 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 clack. See me grab my, supposed to be my belt buckle there, but there isn't a belt buckle. So like a 90s female artist jig healing. We're going back to this, whatever we call this step that I was just doing. And I think because of that rhythm, doing a half time of that up and on and sort of like a Running Man vibe, a sea walk kind of vibe. Took a minute, but I was finally getting some sort of leg pattern there, and pop! Just seeing where that was gonna go. Funny, we're back to the start again. Trying to gyrate a bit more. Here we are going, who the hell opened the door? Where's my dog? Oh, there you are. She was the bitch that was barking earlier on, eh? Say hi to Willow. Because I'm hearing that chop, 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 chop. We finally caught it towards the end. Now here I'm hearing these marimbas, or whatever you call these wooden xylophone things. These vibes. I'm going into some ticking. I'm hearing those synth waves going. Boom, 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 boom. So if I had more energy this morning, probably would have been going harder. Then again, I'm not really training, I'm just sort of zoning out to the groove. Moving on to the next thing. So there's a bit of this like sustain with that guitar lick. Like sustain. Yeah. So that gives this swing. Even as I'm doing the voice over for you guys right now, like it's not just your average like 1, 2, because of that semi-open hi-hat. It's like it gives this swing, this pull, and this sort of almost delayed snare. If you're really tuning in. Well, that's the first head roll for the day, I think. I believe I'll do some sort of kangaroo whip tail thingy here. No. But we're going back to that classic 90s knee-in groove with my own trippy twist on it. Willow wants to leave. Bye bye, Willow. See you later, bitch. So I'm no longer in that knee up groove, but note to self, keep that going, and even combine that with this sort of rock steady breakdown posturing. I think this is where I fuck up my shoulders. So I remember seeing Shabadoo. Ouch! There, that's what's wrecking my left shoulder there. But yeah, I remember seeing the Shabadoo or Penguin in an original Lockers clip where they were pacing and twirling, but then I thought this one was a really nice movement that I never really see Lockers do. It's kind of like a snaking, really fluid snaking movement. Well, here we are, and watch my movements flip now into a more hip hop style dance there. Alright, there we go. We bring that knee jig back. Why do I feel like that's my go-to? Excuse my swearing.
20 minutes.
There was 20% battery left there. But yeah, I don't know why. Like I go to that groove, but see, it's still the same song. Oh no, yeah, I'm really getting to that late 80s, early 90s Running Man groove. I'm trying to inject as much. There you go. That little spin with the leg out. I really am feeling that at the moment. It's like a sort of kangaroo's tail fling thingy. So we're hitting the 20-minute mark, roughly. Sounds like it's a sample of Nautilus. But that little bongo drums or claves or whatever we call them makes me switch into b-boy mode. Because of that hi-hat. I'm trying to be a lot more rapid with my rhythm while doing my steps. Flicking those heels and toes in. Got that running rhythm with my top rock. There you go, a little kangaroo whip there. Double power out there with the right leg. I'm obviously tired here, so my upper body's getting pretty lazy. Here I am, probably noticing that, so picking it up. Really learn how to do that both ways. Here I am bringing back that hip hop New Jack jig with my top rock. Oh, and I guess I must have realized I could go into the Scooby walk, Scooby Doo. Now here I'm going into the Amjad's Penguin. Shout out to $7 crew. And doing these little sort of rocking leaps. Now I've heard this beat somewhere before, somewhere else, on another mixtape. This is a classic track that he's just flipped. It must be wrecked here. So this, you can see I'm trying to look for something to attach to. There's something I really like about these really simple incomplete steps that I was just doing there before. Oh, here I'm starting to freak out a little bit because of that. Look at this guy shimmy. Because of that hi-hatting rapid rhythm. And then that very, very deep bass. As well as probably going pretty low. Now I feel like doing this buck up. Just kicking dudes behind me. Oh. Bringing back those butter moves. So I'm deliberately not trying to do any of my buttery shit. You know, those go-to nice looking, nice feeling moves. I'm actually really trying to explore bare bones certain areas and see what kind of new movements I can find. Oh, I can tell I'm wrecked. Making it look like he's feeling himself. You friggin' idiot. So I was like, alright, where haven't I gone yet? I haven't gone to locking. So yeah, this is not really grooving when I'm locking, but yeah, now I'm like, alright, get back to the program, bro. Keep it at Groovitate. Now, this is a pretty complex pattern. The cowbells and this bass, syncopated bass. If you could hit the two of them isolated but together, that'd be crazy polyrhythms right there. So you can see I'm really trying to break it down. So I'm like sort of just trying to make something out of it now. We've got under a minute and my phone unfortunately run out of space. But oh gee. Last 40 seconds. I think her vocal, despite similar rhythms and a heavier rolling one, her vocal and the guitar just makes me want to move a lot more softly. Plus I'm tired. "18 seconds left." Just slapping that beat away, flowing. There we go, last 5 seconds before the cutoff. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you on the next Groovitate. Peace.